The program has now been successfully installed. The very first thing that I should probably do, quite obviously, right after setting up the entire platform, will be to upload the various templates. We've already seen those. How do you do that with this? This one here will have the templates, and we'll have the 2 templates that I'll then have available. Good. At this point, you just need to launch the Meteora Manager application. But before doing that, there are a few things to consider. You need to click down here and open it. Now, I've already opened it. In the script, you'll find broker list symbol. What is this for? It's used to load a configuration file thanks to all the symbols your broker has, so that you can later make some specific configurations if needed. But before launching this, you need to make sure you've loaded all the symbols in the Market Watch. I've already done it, but normally you'll have something like this. So you'll go up here, right-click, and select Show All Symbol. This way, you'll have all the symbols loaded. At this point, all you need to do is go up here, right-click, and select Attach to Chart. It puts it in and loads it so fast that you can't even see it. However, it doesn't reload all the symbols into a file for you, so at this point you can also close it and launch Meteora Manager. Now you'll go to File, Configuration, and the configuration panel will open. The very first thing that you will need to do is this. You definitely will not have the FX Open UMT5 demo account with this specific number here. So the first thing to do is to start the Popcorn software, which is this particular application right here. Here, click up here, go here. It will select and copy this text for you, which you could also manually paste here into to the Metatrader 5 title. But it's recommended to use this because, you know, first you click on copy, even if it doesn't tell you anything. This is a small bug that I'll fix later on. And here you'll click on close, Ctrl-V, and paste the text. The total of the initial account. Here is the initial balance. So how much did you deposit at the beginning? You need to enter it. It's always a good idea to enter it because it will calculate partial results for you to see how much you earn and lose at the start of your balance. And daily, so you need to know throughout the days without having to go crazy. Okay, in this case, I have an account with 10,000. I think, yes, this one is 10,000. If you don't know, just click here. It's 9,347. I've lost something, but it's just a demo account, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. At this point, once you close and reopen it later, you'll have here all the symbols we loaded previously. Okay. Now, of course, you are going to ask me exactly what I need all of them for, so I will show you. First, let us close everything, then launch absolutely everything, so that we can finally see the entire software suite together. Okay, so this here is the terminal. This is the Market Watch, which serves the same purpose as this Market Watch here, with the difference that it doesn't take up all this space. Here in the middle, the numbers and colors don't flash around like a slot machine, okay? It's fixed here. You just have your favorites, and that's it. Then you will have the main cockpit area, which is this specific one right here, okay? We have already seen the Market Watch section, and now we have the alert. The alert is actually this entire bar located right here. This bar here shows you, in fact, the partial from the beginning, from when you set the balance. The total for today. Today is Saturday, so there's nothing to show. The audio sound will be turned on, and it will then also be switched back off when you manually press the exit button once again. And then what exactly does this mean for your trading? Basically, you can create custom indicators right here on the Metatrader platform and have it automatically save the data when the faster moving average line crosses over the slower one. Instead of just making a simple pop-up alert here on Metatrader that makes a loud sound and takes up a ton of your screen space, and you can't even minimize it. Basically, this bar will sound and send you a notification here, which is basically optional. In the future, we can also make it so that notifications from copy trading appear or anything else that might interest us. There, clicking exit is perfectly fine. Now I have successfully exited the system. Telegram, which is located at this button right here, serves as a very specific button designed for those users who have copy rooms. Trailing is intended for those who send out trailing signals. Here in this section, you can easily set up your promo buttons so you do not always have to manually write out today's promotion, this month's special promotion, or even tomorrow's deals. This makes the whole process much more efficient for your daily operations. A Christmas promotion, you post these 5 promos, click, and it automatically sends them for you. This applies both to a free channel and to a VIP channel, because it is common practice for those who operate copy trading to have 2 separate channels, the VIP and the free one. The acronym RPD-WMI specifically stands for the daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly comprehensive performance report of exactly how the whole thing has gone overall. Let's say it's classic, you write here, it works for anything, classic sending post, add, attachment, paste and go. If you've already pasted something, you can send it or not send it. Here is a brief but comprehensive overview. This is the dedicated management section for all the people currently inside the trading room. It provides you with a detailed schedule, tells you exactly when to send out important reminders, and will automatically send them a personalized reminder message to pay their dues. Furthermore, if the situation requires it, you have the option to remove them from here entirely, which will remove them directly and immediately from the Telegram group. Or you can simply choose to send them another friendly reminder to ensure they stay updated. Configuration parameters, the APD, the APH, which are the phone number, the 2 free VIP channels, and then various test saves. These are configurations that you can see here, and I'll make specific videos for those who request them. Now, in the complete package, I also include this, but obviously this is for the end user. Maybe they don't care at all, so I might also decide not to provide it, or in any case, only give it to those who are interested. So let's get back to us for a moment, the configuration panel. Exactly. So as you can see here, there's XAO USD. We can, for example, select XAO USD, this, and then obviously with an account maybe starting from 10,000. Someone might say no, maybe they have an account with 1,000 instead of 10,000, and they might say maybe 1 lot, 2 lots, or 0.50. I don't use those. Never. Okay, so I can put 0.02 here or set it to 0.03 or even 0.04. And in the last one, 0.05. Okay, at this point, XAO USD set lot. And it has set it for us. At this point, all I need to do is close the cockpit and reopen it. Okay, and of course it will give me this because it tells me that this is it. Because as you can see here, I'm on info, but if I click up here on XAO USD, it automatically changes the lot size for me. So when I go to open, I'll open with a lower lot size. Okay? If instead for Eurodollar, because I feel more confident, I want the old style. Let's say all I have to do is click on Eurodollar and it will change for me. If I want a customized configuration for the Euro-dollar pair as well, I can set it up so that any currency cross can have its own personalized lot size without ever needing to manually remember. Ah, yes, on that one I have 1 lot instead of another one. And so on and so forth. Okay, great. That's it. That's all. Buttons, you'll open a market order. If you want to open a limit order, you first need to click here on order. OCO, basically on this sideways movement. I want to place an order here. A limit order here, a limit order there at the breakout. I want it to trigger a buy and cancel the one below. I can do that precisely with the OCO order because it links them for me. The 2 orders, basically the first one that gets triggered cancels the other. I can place not only a buy above and a sell below, but also 2 sells or 2 buys. It doesn't matter. There you go. I can only partially close the gap at this moment. The various take profits, this is when the order has been opened. Now, we'll look at all of this in detail when the markets are open so we can better understand how it works. This is just a brief overview. Here we have the DEX, which allows you to trade directly from here on your MetaMask directly on Uniswap to swap cryptocurrencies in spot. Similarly, there's the checks, which lets you do this on Bitunix, Binance, and Bybit. Now, for the moment, the crypto sections are... I've only enabled the market buy order, okay? So, it's not like you can... A lot of things are in development. I'm continuously working on this application, but just know that there's also this future possibility. I'll provide it already, then there will be things to do. Updates, in any case, are free with the purchase of the product. Then here we have instead the menu for copy trading. Basically, if you're inside the copy trading room, you'll know very well that usually they'll send a message like gold. The current price of gold is at 4,357.65 and 4,361.95 with a stop loss included. So what you will just need to do, write down directly every single piece of information that comes through the Telegram channel. Okay, does that make sense to you? It will automatically set the various take profit levels for you. So basically those that will be triggered, etc., as well as the various stop losses here and the specific lot size you want to use. Obviously, if you have 3 different stops, you simply can't put them all in at once. So you must carefully manage each individual position accordingly. 002, you should put 003 or otherwise remove one stop. Okay, because it automatically splits for you. 50% on one and 50% on the other. You can set it up differently, but with 002 or 001, it's too little. Basically, you can't do it. You have buy, sell, and you'll just need to click here, and it will then enter the market. Go back for a moment to... Oops, we're a bit all over the place. Let's get back to the configuration. We saw this when it enters DEX mode. For example, when you go into Apple Verity, it directly sets the price in dollars for you, whether it's $15, $30, $100, or $200, not being more than that because you have a different portfolio, different management, different risk. Obviously, you have to come here and make a change. If you make a change, it doesn't save and you're good to go. So this is the market watch. That is, these are all the ones you choose. This here is the 0 decimal code for the color. Whichever you want now they are. The total number of buttons is 32. For the last one, I always recommend leaving yourself an exit. Maybe if you want to leave, you click exit. Otherwise, you can skip it, have an exit, and put another cross there instead. If you need to set the colors you want and you don't know the hexadecimal color codes, no problem. All you have to do is simply go on Google. In Colori 0.0, you will find a list of colors already with their codes. Copy the code, paste it in here, click save, and remember, these are fake, as they say. Mainly it's your broker. Remember to change the tickers, because your broker probably will not have the hashtag SPXM, but might have something like SFI 500. So if you leave this label here, when you click here, nothing will show up for you. Okay, you'll need these positions, because the first time you open it after installation, it's possible that this bar or this one or another one isn't perfectly aligned. So with these, by entering numbers here, you'll see it adjust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times. And you'll center it maybe perfectly like I did here. In the future, there will be the possibility to resize on the fly. Let's say the bar, but for now, since I didn't make this one very long, I'll leave it for last. On DEX and checks. So here on the DEX, you'll basically find the swap router to carry out operations. I've enabled Arbitrum and Polygon because they have the lowest fees of all. But I've still included other chains as well. You can use them to facilitate the swapping of your digital assets, most notably using a popular interface like MetaMask, where you will enter the specific destination wallet address, along with the corresponding private key wallet, and you must always remember where there is crypto stored in your accounts. Before clicking Save, you need to click Encrypt your account key, because your account key is not stored in plain text. So if at some point tomorrow an unauthorized individual hacks into your personal computer and gains access to your sensitive database, you can rest assured that the information is still heavily encrypted, making it extremely difficult and not so easy for them to decrypt it without the proper keys. Unless you run this application here. With this application here, all you need to do is click on Encrypt, then Save, then Decrypt and Read, and it will show you the data. Account decrypted. Enter it. For those who need to put it into a web page to activate something. Checks. The same goes for the API keys and secret keys, which you will need to enable in advance on the various exchanges. I strongly recommend that you also enable the IP option. So if you have a static IP, otherwise not. Obviously, it depends a bit on your situation. Anyway, if you need to, you can easily manage these things. Here you'll enter the pre-key and the secret key, obviously always encrypted. It will encrypt the secret key for you, decrypt it, and show it to you decrypted for both B2X and Binance Bygrid. I included B2X because, as it says, it's the one that still doesn't ask you for it today. Two-factor authentication doesn't give you a lot of hassle, and so on. Honestly, I've never used it. Bitunix. So I can't even tell you how good or bad it is. I've personally used Binance, and I can honestly tell you that it is a solid exchange. But of course, you must remember that with two-factor authentication enabled, all of your financial transactions are sent directly to the revenue agency, and so on and so forth. There are many other details to consider. Anyway, this is the regulation. It's not like you can really avoid or bypass it much. That is all the information I have to share with you for now, and I will definitely see you again in the next scheduled update. Perhaps when we get to Monday or Tuesday of next week, I will be able to take some time to show you a bit more about how the platform actually works in practice, including its various features and the user interface, and we can explore all the different tools available to you together. My additional bars, which in my opinion are really nice. So, greetings to everyone, have a great weekend, and see you soon. Bye-bye.